of blood. Genghis Khan didn't just conquer the world with armies, he conquered it through blood, literally. Behind every battlefield, victory was another kind of conquest. Marriage alliances, concubines, and children by the hundreds. In this episode, we go deep into how the Mongol Empire wasn't just built with swords and horses but with bloodlines, and how Genghis Khan's desire for control shaped the future of entire continents. In Mongol culture, marriage wasn't just a family affair, it was a political weapon. Genghis Khan used marriages as treaties, offering his daughters to powerful leaders. But here's the twist. The daughters were never just wives. The husbands were sent to the battlefield, and often killed in war. That left the Khan's daughters ruling those regions in his name. It was genius. The conquered lands were governed by blood, but not the enemies. This tactic expanded Mongol control without lifting a sword. Genghis Khan had many wives, but only one empress bought. His first and most trusted, she was kidnapped by a rival tribe early in their marriage. Temujin launched a rescue mission to get her back. That act wasn't just romantic, it was symbolic. Bort gave birth to 4 sons, Joki, Chagatai, Ogadei, and Toli, names that would become dynasties of their own. Despite taking hundreds of other women later, Genghis never removed Borte's royal status. She was the queen of the empire, and her children would inherit the world. After every major conquest, Genghis Khan would claim wives and concubines not as trophies, but as political pawns. Some were daughters of noble families, married to the Khan to seal alliances. Others were taken from fallen cities to absorb local bloodlines. Genghis believed that by fathering children across diverse tribes, his legacy would be unbreakable. The strategy was, mix Mongol blood with foreign nobility, create future generations loyal to the empire, ensure no rebellion could claim pure sovereignty. This wasn't just lust, it was calculated dominance, a form of empire building through genetics. Genghis Khan had many sons, but 4 were legitimate through Bort. These 4 would become pillars of the empire. Joki, his paternity was questioned, but he led devastating campaigns in Central Asia and fathered the Golden Horde. Chagatai, known for discipline and justice, he ruled Central Asia and enforced the Yasa. Ogadei became the Great Khan after Genghis's death, and expanded the empire into Eastern Europe. Tolui, father of Kublai Khan and Hulagu Khan, who would go on to found the Yuan dynasty in China and sack Baghdad. Through these sons, Genghis's bloodline didn't just survive, it ruled across Eurasia. In 2003, geneticists studying Y chromosomes in Central Asia discovered something incredible. 8% of men across 16 populations from China to Uzbekistan shared the same DNA marker. That translates to roughly 1 in every 200 men alive, over 16 million people descending from a single man who lived around 800 years ago. The timing, the geography, and the spread all point to one name: Genghis Khan. His reproductive empire had succeeded. He hadn't just ruled the world, he'd rewired the gene pool. Often overlooked, Genghis Khan's daughters were just as impactful. They were given governorship over entire regions. They managed trade routes, diplomacy, and military logistics. Some lead military defenses, while their brothers and husbands were off at war. These daughters weren't decoration, they were power brokers, many outliving their brothers and continuing Mongol rule quietly from behind the scenes. Their stories have only recently begun resurfacing through historical and archaeological research, and they rewriting what we thought we knew about the empire. Genghis Khan didn't just conquer territory, he conquered time. Through wives, concubines, daughters, and sons, He created an empire of blood, an empire so vast, so biologically woven into human history, that centuries later, he still lives on inside millions of us. In the next episode, we'll look at the science behind this claim, how geneticists tracked Genghis' legacy through DNA, and why his bloodline is one of the most successful in human history. Subscribe, and let's dive even deeper into the ghost of the Khan that walks among us.